Call this meeting to order. Have to call the roll, please.
Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Ms. Jamison,
Present.
Mr. Ledniski, Mr. Olvera,
Present.
Mr. Hurst,
Here.
Ms. Lucero, and Mr. Daniel.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance, please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Staff reports.
Do we have any questions on staff reports? I would like for y'all to notice under staff reports that we have a cleanup day that's going to be this Saturday and Sunday. So we'll be going on Saturday from probably 8 to 4. We're going to have hot dogs for folks who come and bring their trash. You must be a Lacy Lakeview resident, and you have to bring a water bill with you to show that. And also on April 21st, the city of Lacy Lakeview is going to sponsor an open house. That open house will be over here at the Civic Center, and each city department will have a table. So any citizens that have questions, you'll be able to go to that department and ask questions of anything that you have. So we're going to have, we're going to start at 6 o'clock. It'll run from 6 to 8. We're going to have pizza and drinks for people so they can come in a very casual setting. And any questions they have of any city department, they'll be able to go around the room and just visit with whatever department they would like to.
Is there any limitations on what trash can be brought?
Yes, there is. We cannot bring hazardous waste, no paint, oils, tires, things like that. But we will be participating in a hazardous waste day with Waco. And I believe that's scheduled for May 18th. Is in our packet to approve that. So those are kind of regular limitations on trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the hazardous waste day with Waco, our city only allows 13 citizens because of the cost.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you need to call City Hall prior if you want on that list?
We have never done that, but we usually pay for 13, and a lot of the times we do not have 13 residents show up.
Okay.
So it would be nice if they would call and get on the list, and then we'll know how many is going to be going.
Right.
But we don't have a problem with 15, 20 taking things up there.
I think they keep a list of, like we pay for 15, we can only have 15 residents go. They will, from what I understand, turn them away.
Okay.
So if they would call and get on the list, that would be great. And we'll put something out prior to that hazardous waste day.
Okay.
Anything else?
One more question on that, Calvin. Working with the city of Waco, they won't do it by tonnage. So your residents, so if they're going to roll, maybe if they put 2 roll-offs here, would they estimate the tonnage that you could do, or is that what you've already estimated?
For our trash day,
As far as the hazardous waste, tires and paint and stuff like that.
honestly, I don't know because Waco runs that hazardous waste day.
Right.
And we send 2 employees over there to help them.
Right.
And then we pay for 15 residents.
Okay.
And so what they're allowed to take, that's really
Well,
regulated by Waco.
no, that was my question. Is if they could do you instead of by resident, if you could do it by tonnage. If that
Oh,
would be
they've
something
never
that's-
given us that option. It's always been by residents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I say one? He forgot to mention that we do have, if you call in before Friday at noon, is it noon, Megan? If you are disabled or elderly and you call in and you get on the list, we'll come by and pick it up for you.
Yeah. And we do have a volunteer group. We have the Bellmead Lacy Lakeview Lions Club is actually going to have some volunteers here, and they will take that list and go around and pick up trash for, like I said, for disabled and elderly. And we're also going to have 2 city crews also picking that up. So we'll be sure we get everybody picked up. So we're looking forward to a good cleanup day.
Exciting.
All right. Anything else? All right. Item 5, recognition. We are pleased to announce that Amber Fuller, our finance director, has received her Certified Government Finance Officer certification. Please join us in celebrating this achievement and thanking her for her outstanding service to the city of Lacy Lakeview. At 6:06, we will recess work session to convene regular session and move on to item 6, approval of minutes from the city council meeting held on February 10th, 2026.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes for city council meeting held on February 10th, 2026.
I'll second that, Mr. Mayor.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Poll the council, please.
Ms. Lucero? Yes. Mr. Rivera?
Yes.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
And Mr. Ledniski?
Yes.
Item 7, discussion and consideration of action to approve a new lighted marquee sign that will be in between the police department and city hall for use to highlight city events, tourism, and local hotels. Do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the action to approve a new lighted marquee sign that will be in between the police department and city hall for use to highlight city events, tourism, and local hotels, being option 2.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
This is being taken out of the hotel motel tax, right?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. And if you'll look in there for the I guess the one bid there were actually 2.
Ma'am? Ma'am, please don't disrupt the meeting.
There were actually 2 options in there. If you notice the resolutions, we prefer to go with the better resolution.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Can you please explain the limitations that come with the hotel and motel tax revenue and the amount that we have in the bank?
Right. We currently have just a little over $2 million in the bank for hotel motel tax. It's a very restrictive fund. A simple way to put it, it has to be applied to put heads in bids. And which advertising, we do a lot of advertising. We advertise at Baylor football games. We advertise Texas Sports Hall of Fame. You'll see we advertise our hotels. We have billboards going down the highway. You'll see those. So it's very restrictive, but that's pretty much what it's for.
So we can't use that to put water pipe in the ground or fix streets or
No, sir.
any of that kind of stuff? We can
No.
only use it to advertise the city, hoping to bring visitors to the city who will stay in our motels.
Correct. Designed to bring tourism into town.
And that's a state law?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's correct.
Any other discussion? All right, Lori, please poll the council.
Jonathan, you did say option number 2, right?
I did, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Mr. Olvera?
Yes.
Ms. Lucero? Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
And Mr. Hurst?
Absolutely.
Item number 8, discussion and consideration of action to approve a preliminary development agreement with Energy Systems Group to authorize a rate study, development services, and grant funding evaluation for a sewer mining project.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we table this item until a later date.
Second?
Any discussion? Lori, please poll the council.
Mr. Olvera?
Yes.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski?
Yes.
Ms. Lucero? and Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
and Mr. Wilson.
Yes. Item 9, discussion and consideration of action to approve the memorandum of understanding where Texas State Technical College is currently updating its existing MOU with local law enforcement agencies to help reaffirm established coordination and response protocols between TSTC and Lacy Lakeview Police Department. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the action to approve a memorandum of understanding where Texas State Technical College is currently updating its existing MOU with local law enforcement agencies to help reaffirm established coordination and response protocols between TSTC and Lacy Lakeview PD.
I second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Can you talk to us about what's going on there? I don't know much about it, so.
Okay, you want to talk, Chief?
Sure. So, the Texas Education Code requires that colleges, right, state colleges have these agreements in place. We've always done everything that's in there. They've always done everything that's in there. It's kind of like a reciprocal agreement. They're just actually formally documented it. I actually looked to see if there was a previous one in place, and I couldn't find one, but we do all of this.
No concerns or,
None whatsoever.
It's, they are required because they're a college to follow the Clery Act and other federal laws with regard to Title IX and other reporting. And that just helps them show that they're already compliant. So,
maximum colleges currently in schools. Yeah. Thank you.
Item, I'm sorry.
So we get to vote on it.
You have to vote, yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Jamison,
Yes.
Ms. Lucero. Yes. Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
and Mr. Ledniski.
Yes.
Item 10, discussion and consideration of action to authorize the city manager to enter into an interlocal agreement with the City of Waco for Household Hazardous Waste Day held tentatively on March 16th, 2026. May 16th, 2026.
Yeah.
Do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the action or deny the action to authorize the city manager to enter into an interlocal agreement with the city of Waco for household waste, hazardous waste day, held tentatively on May 16th, 2026.
Was that worded correctly, Dan?
No. I move to approve.
I second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve item 11. Do we have any discussion?
10.
10, sorry, yes, 10. All right, Larry, please poll the council.
Mr. Ledniski,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Jamison,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
and Ms. Lucero.
Item 11, discussion and consideration of action to retain Scott Calley and Charlie Finley at a total rate not to exceed $125 per hour or $550 a day for future easement and right-of-way acquisition. The retainer agreement will be on an as-needed basis only. Do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the action to retain Scott Kelly and Charlie Finley at a total rate not to exceed $125 per hour or $550 a day for future easement and right-of-way acquisition. The retainer agreement will be on an as-needed basis only.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, hearing none, Laurie, please poll the council.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski,
Yes.
Ms. Jamison,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Ms. Lucero, Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Item 12, public comment. This time is for individuals to address the city council on issues and items of concern on or not on the agenda. There will be no city council action at this time. Limit of 3 minutes per person. The city council reserves the right to move when appropriate and upon the agreement of the individual, an individual's request to speak on a specific agenda item so that they may speak at that time. First name on the list, Paul Lukey. And please, if, for each of you who haven't been here before, come to the microphone and podium and state your name and address.
Little furry thing here. Paul Lukey, 502 North Oak. A couple things. First, I don't understand this right-of-way easement thing. I'm disappointed none of the council asked any questions because, I don't know, I'd like to know what it's all about. But of course, y'all don't say nothing. Y'all, everything is secret. So, the second thing, I also disappointed there was no more follow-up on the property tax thing. I expected that to be part of this month's, or this month's meeting. And then other than that, I'm curious, I've talked to Mayor and a couple other people about this data center thing. I'm just curious of what the city is planning to spend to get water and sewer to that location and then supply the water. I mean, Mayor told me that they had an agreement with Brazos River Authority for 14 million gallons. That's got to be an awful big pipe to get 14 million gallons a day from the Brazos River over to that location. I don't know who's going to pay for that. That's a few $1 million, I assume. And then to get water and sewer to that location, plus all the residents, because you annex that property, you're annexing the people that live there also, and they got to have their water and the sewer. Like I said, I'm just curious about where that money's going to come from, because you always plead poverty on anything. Citizen asks for something, and they go, "Well, do you want this, or you want the street sewer fixed? Or do you want that, or you want the street and sewer fixed?" Well, you got money to fix the street and sewer, but we get paved, we get gravel roads in the city, which is ridiculous. I, for one, expected paved roads when this work was done. I don't know about anybody else. And then a couple of comments on that Hawaii trip. There's a dozen or more conventions in the States that could have been gone to and probably gotten more information about data centers to pass on to the council. But instead, if I heard correctly, the Infra-Key was out there in Hawaii digging up investors. And in my opinion, the way it looked to me, is they taped out our city manager, signed that MOU to entice investors. And the council, I mean, as far as I know, still don't have any solid information on what a data center is. But yet you want to put this monstrosity in the middle of where people live. I mean, that's literally in their backyard. They're used to looking out at a pasture, cows grazing, stuff like this, and you're going to put these 60-foot, 120-yard buildings in their way. And that's what you got to understand is the size of this thing. Yeah, I think there should have been more information brought back to share with the council and the people. Information on
That's your
actual.
time.
Really? I actually went past it once.
All right, next is Tori DeBecca. Is that right, Tori?
Hi, my name is Tori DeBetchka, and I live on 3100 North Katy Road, which is actually directly across from the proposed data center site. I've lived there for 19 years, and we have owned the land for 27, and my husband and I chose that land because we wanted to raise our children close to family and live in a quiet, peaceful neighborhood. I, like my fellow neighbors, am concerned about the consumption of the water, the strain on the grid, the higher energy bills, and the noise and air pollution that will directly accompany the data center. I personally will also have to trudge through the continuous construction traffic of the site and endure the expansion of the roadway, which will undoubtedly take away part of my property. I've been told there are benefits to the project, but they're not for my neighborhood, and the benefits aren't for my city, and they're not for my community. I have mentioned the word neighborhood a few times, so I want to take a few moments to talk about that. I've seen the photographs and the proposed site on the television and the master plan, and the word neighborhood in these instances showed wide open farmland with minimal housing development and a relatively small amount of population in the area. In reality, there are at least 16 homes across the street from that proposed site. There's 2 homes immediately to the north, and there are at least 5 homes immediately to the south of the property. And that is only on my road alone. That does not include any residents that live on Ross Road, Fort Graham, or Taylor Lane. Each home in this area is a place where families live daily. They have gatherings on holidays, and the people there make memories, lasting memories. And that's my neighborhood. It's not a wide open, undeveloped land. I don't know about you all, but I was here and present during the time of the West explosion, and it was a tragic and devastating circumstance that literally shook the world around us. If nothing else, I learned that you should be cognizant of where you are placing chemicals and specialized industrial equipment. I'm quite certain that a 1.2 gigawatt on-site gas generation plant falls into that industrial equipment category. I'm sure Emperkey does not expect any problems to arise with this monstrous power plant that's being built in my front yard. But if there is, can you imagine the impact it will have on us, on your city, and on the whole entire county? There is one stark difference between the situation in West and the situation with Lacy Lakeview. In West, the fertilizer plant was already in existence, and the people unknowingly built around it. In the current situation, you know there are people who are present, and you are still pushing to place the hazardous infrastructure right in the middle of that neighborhood. The data center may be needed, but this is not the place for it. I grew up hearing things like always follow the golden rule and love thy neighbor, and I'm left wondering what has happened in this day and time. We, the people of Elma and Ross, have a neighboring city looking to make gains at our expense. And what do we get? Air pollution, noise pollution, high energy bills, depreciating property values, and destruction of nature and wildlife habitats. Love thy neighbor and follow the golden rule take on a different meaning when I think about the council and what they're doing right now. There are many reasons to question the site of the data center: location, pollution, water needs, and efforts on the grid.
Ma'am, that's your time. Please finish the sentence.
Please take your time and drive out to North Katy Road and look at those people and look at that property and turn around and decide. Is that what you want to look at and decide that you had a direct result of putting in that place? It will affect a lot of people. Thank you.
Next is Don Robinson.
If I can make it. Folks, I'm from Alabama.
Your
Name and address.
13 years ago,
Can you give us your name and address?
Donald G. Robinson, address 1010 East Crest Drive, number 3, Waco, Texas.
Thank
76705, I remember.
There you go.
But I think I've told Mr. Wallingsford my problem, but if anybody can, Cody, I know that you know Brian and behind his place. I told Brian before I come over here, you know, that I had to do it, and he said, "Have at it." What I want to tell you folks is that we have to. Every time we go to the grocery store, we can go out one way. Well, it's all right. But getting back in, you have to go behind, elevate, and Days Inn. It's an easement. Three businesses there. Whoever, I told Mr. Wallingsford that I didn't want to start suing people, but I'm going to have to sue Brian, and he's a very good friend of mine. All three, if y'all can't do something about it. He said that well, in other words, you can't do nothing about it unless, you know, it's, I don't know about politics. Y'all know. But I know that every time that I go to the grocery store, I paid $16,000 for my car last year. And I mean, it was like a new one. And going over those things, I'm already having to get my tires lined and all that. You go through holes that you absolutely fall down in. It's awful. And I'd just like y'all to do something about it. In other words, you can talk to the people and tell them, look, something's got to be done. All right, try that. Because I don't want to start suing people. My health won't let me. It won't let me do the things I want to. I was going to run for council this time. I talked to Cody. He told me, well, you better get on over there, says that it might be too late. I was 10 days late, but I'm an honest man. I don't know a thing about politics. If I live, I'm gonna run the next time. And if I don't do that, I'll run for dog catcher. Just to be able to do something about what in the hell's going on. If people don't know a difference between a boy and a girl, there's something wrong with them. I'm 80% mental. I boxed, played football, played baseball. That's all I did in service. I never went to war. I was fighting here on the home front, the way I put it. But I had got a lot of head trauma. And I'm shaking all over now. I've been politicking, and...
Sir, your time is up.
Oh, is that what you were telling me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll go on all night.
It'd be fun, I think. Gail Tyus.
Good evening, I'm Gail Tice. I live at 302 Avenue I. I hate to disappoint some of you, but I don't have a complaint. I'm here to congratulate the city for making sure that we got a good business coming in the old Kmart building of the Academy. And we have a winter schnitzel coming in also. And we have a building that's fixing to be built across from the high school on Highway 77. And those are all good things for Lacy Lakeview. I'm here basically to let you know that I'm trying to get a group together called Senior Day or Senior Fun Day or whatever you want to call it. It's a place for people that have retired, that want to have someplace to go, visit with old friends, new friends, play games if we so desire, not play games we so desire, at the Civic Center on the 1st and 3rd of every month. I'm working up flyers. Hopefully by the next meeting I'll have them be passed out. It has grown a little bit. It's slow. Right now, I'm only advertising it on Lacy Lakeview Neighborhood online. I'm going to expand that to the Chalk Bluff and to the Elmont pages. So if you know any seniors that want to have just someplace to go twice a month, come and see us between 2 and 4 at the Civic Center. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Mark Dawson.
Well, my name is Mark Dawson. I live at 1945 Fort Graham Road in Waco, but really in Ross. And, you know, listening to all this, you gotta love this country. You really do. Things don't get any better than this. I just want to take just a moment, even though it's on my short time, and express my own appreciation for this council even hearing us, because we're not a part of Lacy Lakeview. And you extend a courtesy in just hearing us from our great concerns over in Ross. The last time I faced you was roughly a month ago, and I asked you a pretty tough question. And I came back tonight to ask you for your answer to that, respectfully. Now, I understand that it's a policy that you're not here to answer questions. I understand that. But I also understand from what little I've been able to learn from your procedures that it's the right of every council person to decide whether or not they want to answer a question. So if I'm correct on that, I'd like to ask my question once again and ask you for your answers. So just for the record, I'm going to reread this question. Do you believe the potential economic benefits that you anticipate as a result of tax revenues from the proposed data center supersede the ethical and moral rights of the people of Ross to preserve the quality of life for which they have established their homes, invested their lives, and committed their material and financial resources? That is the question. So with that being asked, Council Lady Jameson, how do you answer that? Is it a yes or a no?
Do not answer at this time, sir.
We're not allowed to answer.
Yep.
that.
Oh, you're not allowed to?
Not at
Oh,
this
so I'm wrong on that procedure. Ah, so to be clear, you don't have the right to just answer for yourselves, yes or no?
After the meeting, we'd be happy to talk to you.
I'm sorry?
After the meeting, we'd be happy to talk to
But you don't have that right, the council persons don't have that right
you. The rules.
in this context.
Rules are clear that this is not an opportunity for dialogue. So if you've got 30 seconds left if you would like to speak further.
No, that's it. Well, thank you very much.
Next is Bruce Allen.
My name is Bruce Allen. I live at 8924 Gladedale Drive in Woodway, Texas. And the reason I'm here is I talk to people all around the county, and believe me, nobody's feeling good about Lacy Lakeview. Everyone is against this I've talked to throughout the county, because it's going to have a strongly negative impact on every person in this county. And I'm just going to stop and say that the lack of transparency is egregious, frankly. I don't know if it's legal, but it's egregious. Because I've been following this, and I feel like there's a definite lack of transparency about what's going on. These data centers, in addition to the light pollution, the noise pollution, the water pollution, all that, I've been reading about these things. They do not live up to what's happened, to their promises. A lot of times they use more water. A lot of times they pollute water they say they're not going to pollute. And a lot of times when new technology comes along, they leave you with stranded costs. And you have all these dreams of it, but the technology is rapidly changing. In fact, Japan is creating another kind of computing system that'll put this thing completely out of business. This is a bubble. This is an AI bubble. Who it's going to benefit is foreign investors or moneyed investors, but nobody in this county will benefit if you do go with a gas-powered plant. Even if you go with the solar plant, you run diesel they run diesel when they have to, and this thing is going to expand. And everybody knows Texas has a serious water problem, and it is coming for everyone. And to do this is the height of irresponsibility. It's the absolute height of irresponsibility. And that you're taking this idea any further is just frankly astounding to me. I know they're saying to you, trust us, and you're saying to the county and everybody else, trust us. No, there needs to be a lot more transparency, because what we found is these places do not do what they say they'll do, and they do bad things for the communities. And the last thing I will say, McLennan County is growing. It's growing in all kinds of directions. The development out there is adding all kinds of value to this county. It is creating great places for family to live. But you will be the Pasadena of Central Texas. You're going to make this an industrial blight community, while the rest of this county is going to develop in wonderful ways as it is doing now. And you are the folks that are going to live in infamy for so doing.
Amy Gage.
Hello. I'm Amy Gage, and I live at 232 East Frost Street. And I'm not here to talk about AI data centers today, but I do have something I want to bring up. My mother-in-law lives at 307 West Craven. She is in bad health and was not able to make it tonight. But she did ask me to come up here and talk to the council about our emergency response system or notification system for residents. I think you guys could probably remember not too long ago we had a water boil requirement that came out due to a broken pipe. The only notification that I received about that water boil was on Facebook through the neighborhood watch page. I didn't get a phone call, I didn't get an email, I didn't get a sign on my door, and my mother-in-law didn't get any of those things either, and she does not get on Facebook very often, and quite honestly, I don't either. So my mother-in-law went 2 days without knowing that she was supposed to be boiling her water, and again, I'll mention she's in very poor health. So I think that we need to, as a city, think of other ways that we can talk to our residents, many of whom don't engage on Facebook or social media, about how we get those types of notices out. I know my mother-in-law is not the only one that experienced it. And then the last thing that I will say, I don't really know who to talk to. Maybe I talk to Tomas after this, but also there used to be a water fire hydrant in front of her house that got hit by a drunk driver, I think maybe, but no longer has a fire hydrant in front of her house, and I'd like to see about getting that replaced. Thanks.
Tim Gage?
Oh, no. That was with me. Sorry, he just signed in.
Oh. So should I draw through that?
Yes.
Sarah Menarchik.
My name is Sarah Menarchik Lenart. My address is in Ross, and I'm not here to be combative. I am just here to bring to light some information that has come across to
Laura,
us
what's your
as an
address?
opposition group. Since
She
you
hasn't
have
given her address.
copies of the email that I'm sharing, I'm going to make sure that everyone here understands what I'm reading. First of all, this is an email, so I will simply read from it. It's from me, Sarah Menarchik Lenart, to Sam Shaw. Sam is a Waco Bridge reporter. He's the one, in fact, that announced in November he released the article about the proposed data center build. The subject line, the date is March the 6th. The subject line is Lacy Lakeview Mayor Wilson's water position and BRA, Brazos River Authority, water position. Two different positions. I am one of several concerned citizens opposing the proposed data center build, or data center L2D2, sponsored by Lacy Lakeview and Enfrikey in a rural residential area. It has come to our attention that Lacy Lakeview Mayor Wilson and City Manager Calvin Hottie are meeting with Waco officials regarding this project. We also know misinformation is being communicated based on several documents retrieved through open records request. Below are some details of the misinformation. On Monday, February the 23rd, at a Rotary Club meeting, Waco Rotary Club meeting, a panel comprised of 3 Ross Data Center Action Committee members, Lacy Lakeview Mayor Charles Wilson, and City Manager Calvin Hottie, announced questions and voiced concerns regarding the proposed data center. One major concern is the amount of water required by the proposed data center, 5 million gallons of water per day, per phase, time 4 phases. This is referenced in Enfrikey's MOU in their plans. Mayor Wilson continues to claim the Brazos River Authority is providing the necessary water for the L2D2 project, despite phone conversations and email exchanges I have had with Matt Phillips, who's the BRA Deputy General Manager, who indicates this is incorrect. Mr. Phillips gave me permission to share the response to my inquiries about the water. So I'm going to skip to what he gave me. Mr. Phillips. Ms. Menarchik Lenart, as we discussed previously, the BRA has no agreement in place to provide water to the city of Lacy Lakeview for a proposed data center.
Ma'am, your time is up. Sorry.
That
have-
should say it all. There is no agreement.
And that ends public comment. Item 13, mayor's report. All I will say is that, ma'am, you had to sign in and we can't let you speak. I'm sorry, we can't do that. We'll be happy to talk to you afterwards.
I'll tell these people afterwards,
Okay. City of Waco has a contract, the city of Lacy Lakeview has a water contract with Lacy Lakeview, which is sufficient to cover the first phase of the water for this data center. The city of Waco, city of Lacy Lakeview has never made a claim that the city of Lacy Lakeview has an agreement with the BRA. We have made a request for water out of the reallocation of the Lake Whitney. That is an interesting thing to discuss. The reallocation of Lake Whitney is an amount of water equal to over twice the size of Lake Waco. And we have requested several multiples of our current wastewater contract from the BRA. However, it will be some period of years, depending upon whom you talk to, 2 years. Some people would say 4, some people would say 5. It's a bureaucratic process. You're predicting the unknowable. It's on the general's desks in Washington. It will be a while. Lacy Lakeview will get some water in that reallocation, as will hundreds of other cities and water districts throughout Central Texas. The exact amount, we won't know until the agreement is signed. Secondly, Infraquay's intention is to run this property entirely on effluent, meaning treated sewer water. And we are engaged in negotiations with Waco and other neighboring cities to organize the reuse of effluent for the use of cooling in a data center so that we don't have to use potable water, or we don't have to use Brazos River water, which, if for anyone who knows water, Brazos River water's got a bad chemistry that requires, not bad, it's got complicated chemistry that requires extra treatment over water that is extracted from a water well. That's why so many water systems in our area drilled wells. It's cheaper to drill the well and pump it than it is to lay a pipe a number of miles. More importantly, that water that is in the ground for 3,000 feet below the surface has been filtered over centuries coming from where that water falls, which is mostly north of us for quite a while. So it's a very high quality water, requires very little treatment. So it's completely understandable why this area, Belmead, Chop Bluff, Lacy Lakeview for a number of years, Ross, Elmont, Leroy, et cetera, all are on water wells. Those water wells are declining by inches and feet every year. Belmead just had to sign up with the city of Waco for supply of water because an industrial concern that bought a piece of property, drilled wells, has taken enough water where their water levels too starting to decline. So we are obtaining the water as a emergency backup in case for the future. So I just wanted to set that record straight because of the misinformation that is out here. We've never made a claim, Lacy Lakeview has never made a claim that we have executed a contract with the BRA. Not one time. So, anyone for the council would like to make a comment? Mayor's, council members' input, so.
Good one for Ms. Gage. You'd like to double check and make sure that she's signed up for that program, because you have to actually sign up for it. It's not an automatic, you don't get instantly put in that system. Yes, you have to sign up.
Where do you sign up for that?
Chief?
Police department?
The police department? Okay.
Yeah, you have to be signed up. They don't do it automatically because people get enough spam as it is, and so some people may not want the notification, some people do. And so you have to actually sign up. You want to make sure she signs up, she'll get all the notifications.
Mark, I'll answer your question. I can't answer your question, because I don't have enough information to be able to make that decision one way or another. That's what we're doing our due diligence at this point in time. A lot of people comment about, we haven't given the information out that we should. We don't have the information to give out in an honest format, so that's why I can't answer your question.
Well, thank you.
Anything else? 15, item 15, discussion and consideration of action to cancel the second regularly scheduled council meeting for March 2026. I move we have a council meeting on March what date? Sorry. Oh, we want to have it. Oh, move to deny the action 15. Okay, I move that we deny the discussion and consideration of action to cancel the second regularly scheduled council meeting for March 2026. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Laurie, please poll the council.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Mr. Rivera?
Yes.
Ms. Lucero? Mr. Wilson?
Yes?
Mr. Ledniski?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
And Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned. Executive session. Is that on the back page?
Yeah.
16, discussion and consideration of motion, if any, regarding matters discussed in executive session.
I move to increase the city manager's salary by 3% effective March the 1st, 2026.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Lori, please poll the council.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Mr. Lednitzky,
Yes.
Ms. Jamison,
Yes.
Mr. Olvera,
Yes.
Ms. Lucero, and Mr. Wilson.
Yes. Meeting is adjourned. Unless there's a page for it.